Good morning. Good morning. Happy wake and bake. Yeah. Take your pills. I know. We're late. But I just took my pills and I just fed all my cats. So, if I'm not late, you're not late. So, take your pills. And the sad part is I even slept out here on my third shift bed to see maybe not wake up so late. Nope, woke up late. So now we're here. Cheers, get your juice, your keep you alive juice, or the keep other people alive juice. Whatever kind of merry morning drink you want to have, it's time to have it. So, we are on MACCABEES 13. We got 3 more chapters. How exciting. Okay. So this one is after Garfunkel died, Simon as leader, and he's got soles on the soles of his feet. Oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah. That's a Paul Simon song. It's a great song. Diamonds on the soles of her feet. Oh, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah. So Jonathan died, who may or may not have been Garfunkel in our little group here. Now, Simon is the leader. And when Simon heard that Trypho was gathering a large army to invade and ravage the land of Judah. What king is this under? And he was like, you know what I, my brothers, and my father's house have done for the laws and the sanctuary, what battles and hardships we have seen. For the sake of this, for the sake of Israel, all my brothers have perished, and I alone am left. Far be it from me that to save my own life in any time of distress, for I am not better than my brothers. But I will avenge my nation and the sanctuary, as well as your wives and children. For out of hatred, all the Gentiles have united to crush us. So, wait a minute. Did Simon say this? Okay, so yeah, Simon said this to the people. As the people heard these words, their spirit was rekindled. They shouted in reply, you are our leader in place of your brothers, Judas and Jonathan. So, fight our battles, and we will do everything you tell us. Why can't you fight your own battle? Learn to fucking fight. What is this? What is this? See, this is how you can tell these people are so codependent. They don't know how to do anything without a leader. Big guy. Big guy. You know, that's your fault. I get it. I get it. They didn't want to listen to you. No teenagers ever want to listen to their parents. But these people are perpetual teenagers. You got them to depend on you. But now, instead of depending on you, they depend on external forces. It's kind of weird. Okay. So Simon mustered all the men able to fight and hastening to complete the walls of Jerusalem, fortified on every side. What do you mean? Because I thought Jonathan just did this. he sent Jonathan, son of Absalom, to Joppa with a strong force. Jonathan drove out the occupants and remained there. Is this David's brother Absalom? I don't know. All right. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, Trypho's deceit. Here we go. This guy. Is this guy a Jew or an Egyptian? Then Trypho moved. Oh, he's an Asian. Never mind. It's hard to keep track. Trypho moved from Ptolemy with a large army to invade the land of Judah and bring Jonathan with him as a prisoner. Okay, so they didn't kill Garfunkel. Okay, Garfunkel's not dead. Simon encamped at Deaux. There's a corn song from back in the day. It's called Adidas. Which is a great song. Yeah. Corn. The song is called Adidas. I think it's on the Follow the Leader album. And Simon encamped there, facing the plain. When Trypho learned that Simon had succeeded Garfunkel and that he intended to fight him, he sent ambassadors to him with this message. It was on account of the money your brother Jonathan owed the royal treasury in connection with the offices he held that we have detained him. Okay, so he's telling Simon he's not dead. Now, 100 talents of silver and 2 of his sons at hostages to guarantee that when he is set free, he will not revolt against us, and we will release him. Simon knew. Good. Simon knew they were speaking deceitfully to him. Nevertheless, for fear of provoking much hostility, he sent for the money and the boys. Lest the people say, Jonathan perished because I would not send Trypho the money and the boys. So he sent the boys and talents. But Trypho broke his promise and would not release Jonathan. Here we go. Next, Trypho moved to invade and ravage the country. His troops went around by the road that leads to Adora, but Simon and his army moved along opposite him everywhere he went. But the people in the citadel kept sending emissaries to Trypho, pressing him to come to them by the way of the wilderness and send provisions. Although Trypho got all his cavalry ready to go, there was a very heavy snowfall, and he could not go on account of the snow. So he left for Gilead. When he was approaching Bascama, he had Jonathan killed and buried him there. Then Trypho returned to his own land. Trump, don't trust any of these people, Mr. Trump. Don't trust any of them. It doesn't matter what they say the people would say. The people are not going to say that. They never have. As a matter of fact, every time you give in to these people, the people hate you even more. Don't give in to these people. The American people are smarter than you think. Don't give in to these motherfuckers. Hold the line. Isn't that what you tell us all to do? Hold the line. Hold the fucking line. Don't give in to these people. Ever. You give in to them, 2 weeks to slow the spread happens. Don't. Don't give in to these people. Like, at all. Okay. So, Jonathan's tomb. Simon sent for the remains of Garfunkel, and he buried him in the Modine in the city of his ancestors. All Israel bewailed him with solemn lamentation, mourning over him for many days. Again. Then Simon erected over the tomb of his fathers and brothers a monument of stones, polished front and back, and raised high enough to be seen at a distance. He set up 7 pyramids facing one another for his fathers, his mother, and 4 brothers. Isn't that 6? Okay. Facing one another for his father, his mother, and his 4 brothers. So would his be the 7th? Okay. For the pyramids, he devised a setting of massive columns, which he adorned with suits of armor as perpetual memorial. And next to the armor, carved ships which could be seen by all who sailed the sea. This seems like an Egyptian thing, but like being like the suits of armor and stuff, like putting that on display, that is a very, very Asian thing. So, this tomb, which he built at Modine, is there to this present day. But I don't want to. I don't want to do it. I don't want to look it up. Okay. Why don't we do it this way? We'll do it this way. Mm. Just in case the pyramid part is still there. Let's see. When I'm always be your boo. Damn it. Is the pyramid still there? Fuck it. Okay? The universe must not want me to know. And good, because I don't want to know. Okay, here we go. Alliance of Simon and Demetrius the Second. See, you'd think you would learn from Garfunkel. This guy is not your friend. Okay. Trypho, who dealt treacherously with the young king Antioch. He killed him. and became king in his place. Oh, Trypho. See, this name really sounds like an STD. Became king in his place, putting on the crown of Asia. Thus, he brought much evil on the land. Simon, for his part, built up the strongholds of Judea. Is this different than Judah? Okay. Fortifying them all around with high towers, thick walls, and gates with bars. And he stored up provisions in the strongholds. Simon also chose men and sent them to King Demetrius to obtain for the land an exemption from taxation, since Trypho did nothing but plunder. King Demetrius favorably sent him the following letter. You can't trust this guy. You can't trust this guy. King Demetrius sends greetings to Simon, a high priest and friend of kings, and to the elders and Jewish people. We have received the gold crown and the palm branch you sent. We are ready to make lasting peace with you and to write our officials and grant you an exemption. Because the last one I wrote was null and void because I broke my promise. But I promise I'm not going to break my promise this time. He's going to break his promise, but I will be highly surprised if he does not. Whatever decrees we have made to you in regard remain in force, and the strongholds that you have built you may keep. Because I'm going to kill you. Anyway, we pardon even any oversights and offenses committed up until now, as well as the crown tax that you owe. Any other tax that used to be collected when I broke my promise in Jerusalem shall no longer be collected there. Any of you qualified for enrollment in our service may be enrolled. Let there be peace between us until I break my promise again. Thus, in the 170th year, so this took like 5 years, okay, the yoke of the Gentiles is removed from Israel. And the people began to write in their records and contracts. In the first year of Simon, great high priest, governor, and leader of das Jews, das Juden. All right, 1 second. All right. Simon captures Gazara. In those days, Simon besieged Gazara and surrounded it with troops. He made a siege machine and brought it up against the city, attacked, and captured one of the towers. Those in the siege machine leaped down into the city, and a great tumult rose there. Those in the city, together with their wives and children, went up on the wall with their garments rent and cried out in loud voices, begging Simon to grant them terms of peace. You can't, these werewolves. And they said, treat us not according to our evil, but according to your mercy. So Simon came to terms with them and did not attack them. He expelled them from the city, however, purified the houses in which there were idols, then entered the cities with hymns and songs of praise. I want to know what songs they had. Like, I don't know the songs. I want to know because they're like swing songs and nobody knows what songs they are. After removing everything that was impure, he settled there people who observe the law. He settled there people who observe the law. He improved its fortifications and built himself a residence. So he's like, you guys are peaceful, go somewhere else. Simon captures the citadel. They really do most everything Old Testament, don't they? The people in the citadel in Jerusalem were prevented from going into the country and back to buy or sell. They suffered greatly from hunger, and many of them died of starvation. I thought these were at the garrisons. Okay. They finally cried out to Simon. He gave them terms of peace. He made them fucking leave and cleansed it of impurities. On the 23rd day of February, in 171st year, the Jews entered the citadel with shouts of praise, waving of palm branches, and the playing of harps and cymbals and lyres, and the singing of hymns and canticles, because a great enemy of Israel had been crushed. Yeah, see what I'm saying? They're playing swing music. I want to know what songs these are. Simon decreed that this day should be celebrated every year with rejoicing. He also strengthened the fortifications of the Temple Mount alongside the citadel, and he and his people dwelt there. Seeing that his son, John, was now a grown man, Simon made him commander of all his soldiers, and he dwelt in Gazara. My boy's a man. Oh my God, his boy's a man. All right, tonight will be 14, and tomorrow we're finishing a book. Yeah, tomorrow morning we're finishing a book. There's another one down. So many more to go. We got all the church books left. Then I think we've got Peter. Hold on. We're gonna look. La Biblay. Books of the Bible. Okay. So we're here. We got Maccabees left. Then books of the church. Oh my God, we have a lot left. Holy fucking shit. Big A! Oh my gosh. Where's there so many books of the Bible? My God. There's so many books left. Oh my God. So many. Okay. But these should be pretty easy because they're all letters, right? Except for these ones. And I have never even tried to read Revelations. I mean, I know a couple sayings from a lot of these New Testament books, but I've really never read them. But I have, anytime anybody talks about Revelation, it's like, I don't want to know. So I don't want to know. So I don't pay much attention to that. Oh my God. Okay. Well, good. At least this is one of the shortest videos I've ever done in my whole life. Ever. It's probably not the shortest, but it has to be one of them. Anyway, happy Wickenburg. Make sure you took your pills and have the greatest day ever.